What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to another edition and another episode of Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media Sports Channel. And here, what we have for you guys today: Chelsea transfer bombshell, as we call it. Chelsea transfer talk. Chelsea working hard to get Olise deal done. Is Gallagher staying or leaving the football club? Striker target revealed. Plus, who is leaving Stamford Bridge, according to Matt Law? Yes, there's a chunk of players that will be leaving the football club. I'm not so sure who exactly will be, but yeah, we'll get into that news as the discussion goes on. And like I said, Olise, Chelsea guaranteed permission to talk to Olise, as the headlines has been seen as the top target for Chelsea Football Club. But Gallagher spares interest, but Gallagher wants to stay at Chelsea. Striker search. Chelsea are looking for the number one striker, which has been a problem for the football club for almost about 2 seasons now. Spares interest, but Gallagher wants to stay at Chelsea. Bid for I forgot. I don't know how to say his name very well. Omar Dion. I think Omar Dion is the name. Omar Dion rejected by Atletico Madrid. I'm sure it's Atletico Madrid. Then Garrison edges as a potential target. Very, very good player. I watch him, but he is very, very cheap too. Chelsea can get him. But will the age be a problem for Garrison? We'll look into that. Squad overhaul. Chelsea planning for huge squad. Several departure. Several players will depart from the football club. Casadei, Fofana, Cucurella, Maatsen, and Chalobah. All these players will be looking for to leave the football club. That's what I said, a squad overhaul. Exodus of players will be leaving. So we'll look into that also as the screen keep going on. So you have any question regarding Chelsea FC, Chelsea's transfer dealing, you can drop them in the comment section below. And don't forget, we will make sure you are part of the show. We will drop the link in the comment section below to be able to click on and join us on the show and have your say. And let us know where you are watching the show from. So yes, Chelsea transfer bars is the main. We'll be looking into it. The top picks that we have revealed that we'll be getting into it. So Kimso, Manas return to the chat against the Chelsea are doing memorandum decision, according to Kim. So I'm not a mod anymore. Kim, so keep asking this question. I told you the last time we did the show, I told you were very, very close. Just like and subscribe. I know he's joking, but anyway, yes, guys, this is what we have for you on the show today. So guys, keep in tight, stay tuned, and we'll be right back in just a second. Welcome back, folks. You live on Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media, and we are lucky to be streaming to two platforms at the same time, streaming live on X and streaming live on YouTube at the same time. And do not forget to like the video, drop your like on the video, and subscribe if it's the first time visiting us on this platform. And wherever you're watching us from, whether X, you can also drop in, come on to YouTube if you want to be part of our YouTube platform, and also be part of the community. Stephen, welcome back to the show again. I hope you're doing very well.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Hopefully you and everyone's doing well too. And yeah, another day, another stream.
Absolutely, yes. Everyone is doing wonderful, Stephen. The news can't stop coming, Stephen, regarding Chelsea FC, and I want to see the update. We want to see the update, give you guys the update, and get into it of where we stand or Chelsea stand on Olise at this moment. And we all know that Chelsea have given Olise the green light. Crystal Palace have given Chelsea the green light to speak to Olise in terms of how they can get him over the line to Chelsea FC. What's your take on that, Steven?
In terms of, do I think it happen?
Yeah, would it happen?
Do I think it happen? You know what? Yeah, I think it will. I think Chelsea have done most of the groundwork on it, and they're probably the most likely to get a deal done at the moment. I don't think any other club's gone in to speak to Palace directly yet, from everything that I've read, etc. So far as I'm aware, we're the only club that are really in talking with Crystal Palace. So I'd say we're definitely in the pole position to get him basically, and to get a deal done.
And there's so many speculations and rumors out there that Olise's brother is Chelsea. He supports
No,
Chelsea.
that's not speculation. His brother is actually at Chelsea Academy.
Chelsea Academy, okay. Chelsea Academy,
His
and
brother's
also Olise
Richard
wants to stay
Olise.
in
He's a
London.
fullback. His brother's right back in Chelsea Academy.
Just that makes things a little bit more easy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. And Olise is former Chelsea as well. He was at
And
Chelsea
he wants
when
to
he
stay
was
in
younger.
London.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So that makes things a little bit more easy. So, guys, do not forget, if you're joining us on X or YouTube, yes, this is Football Minutes Live. We're discussing, taking us, you guys, through the updates on Michael Olise and some other trending news regarding Conor Gallagher. Spurs interest, it looks like Gallagher might stay at Chelsea, and the interest from, Tottenham Hotspurs are crying. They feel like the deal is not going to work for them. But Gallagher might end up seeing his price tag rise high after the Euro competition. Also, we'll be looking into that. Kimso is now our new moderator. If Olise wants Chelsea, foresee the move. Okay,
He's saying forced to move. He doesn't need to force to move. There's no need.
There's no need for it. It's no mood, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Also said that it get hijacked. Yeah, who's got hijack it? Genuinely curious who you think's got hijack it. Because I'm just putting this out there. I don't think Man City will. I think Man City will go for maybe Bruno Guimaraes. That's what the talk is from what I've seen anyway. Man United have a very limited budget, which, unless they sell players, is apparently around 50-odd million, and Olise costs more than that. Plus, they're looking at getting a centre-back in. So that rules them out, in my opinion, because they won't be able to move till later on, because they will need to make the sales, and then he's not even like their number one priority. He won't go Liverpool because Liverpool already have players for that position, like Salah, for example.
Yeah.
And then Spurs don't pay, and they don't need to because they've got players in that position as well. So, yeah, I don't know who else could possibly be in for him. That's got to be a worry.
It's just, do you guys think we can make top four? Look, top four was last season. Chelsea could make top four. If Jackson,
we nearly did, to be fair,
and we almost did. Even
we were what? I think we were 7 points off it in the end.
Yeah. So imagine all those games that we're supposed to win that we couldn't win from the season. That could have made Chelsea top four. That could have put
But
Chelsea right in the top four spot.
even if you don't look at it as just the Jackson perspective, right? Even if you look at it of if we had Nkunku fit for a few more games, for example, yeah, we know what Nkunku can add when he's fit. Maybe that would have been the game changer that could have got us there. If we had other players fit as well, that could have changed it. You say 7 points is a lot. It's really not when you think about it. Because I think we lost one of the games to Villa and they were the team that finished fourth, right? So if we'd beaten Villa, that's a 6 point swing, which makes it 1 point then.
Didn't Chelsea beat Villa home and away?
I think we lost at home and beat them away, I think.
Away. Oh, we beat them in Carabao
Cup. Oh, no, we drew away. We drew away. We got robbed of the goal, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. All right. So it says Kim So say, why can't we buy Alvarez instead of Durango, which is Duran?
I really don't see us getting Duran. I really don't. They want 40 million. They're sticking to 40 million. I don't see why we'll do that. This is how I see it, right? I think the plan is you get a cheaper striker and you spend big on Olise. That's what it looks like to me. Because they ain't going to spend 40 million on Duran. I think we'll end up walking away from that. Part of that reason would be that if they did want him, by walking away, we know that Aston Villa need to sell before the 31st of June. 31st of June. Because that's the profit sustainability deadline. Yeah? That's the accounting deadline. That's when you put the accounts in and stuff like that. And they need to sell for the profit sustainability stuff. We know that. So if they're insisting on 40 million, you walk away, yeah, they're in trouble. They'll have to lower their valuation because otherwise they ain't selling him. I really don't think we're getting Duran. I really think we're going to get someone else instead.
It could be what's his name again? You mentioned it. Your player Gareth, and the other guy, is it Omara Dion? Is that the name? Omara Dion. He look
who?
The Atletico Madrid striker.
Oh, it won't be him, bro. They want 80 million for him. We ain't gonna do that. They want 80 million. Bear in mind, he was on loan at Alaves last season in Spain, yeah? He scored like 8 goals in 34 games and they want 80 million. If he's worth 80 million, yeah? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but you're taking liberties. We've got players that are worth more than that then.
But Stephen, you're discussing Gareth. Looking at Gareth's age, I think he's 28 years old, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that the model he fits into this Chelsea?
Oh, bro, we've already been told they're not doing under 25 stuff anymore. Also, on top of that, we're hearing his name a lot, so there's obviously some substance to it. For us to hear his name so much, there must be some substance to it as well. Also, we know that they look for opportunities, yeah? What better opportunity than a 28-year-old striker for 15 million who's had double-digit seasons? Low risk. He's experienced, won't block Jackson, who we got for 40-odd million last year. No, 30 million last year. 34 million last year, whatever it was, something like that. Don't block him, yeah? He's 28. So he's played multiple seasons, so there's a bit of experience there as well. Yeah. And he's got to cost 15 million, roughly.
Let me go through the comments in a bit before it piles up for me. Big up to you, Santiago in the building. Greetings to Santiago. Greetings to my man himself, Wiz Papa Rasbeats in the building. Also, greetings to everyone, and I hope everyone is keeping well all the way back home, wherever you find yourself. Let us know where you're watching the stream from, everyone. Kim So said 40 million for Duran. Give Dacho Fofana a chance. My man scored in the UCL this season, according to Kim So, thank you very much, Kim So, for that wonderful comment. Duran, 20 million max. 20 million is even too much. Santiago said, I think that Villa is scared of Chelsea. That's why they are overpriced. Duran. If a team like Monaco bid for 30 million for Duran, Villa would approve right away. Kim So said, Gertzy won't join Chelsea. Chelsea if this BS model. Let's go. Taking the piss. 80 million. Then Gallagher, if Gallagher is worth 100 million. Well, Gallagher price is even going to rise after the Euro. Price rise up. Big up to Mama
If he plays.
East Paparazzi Beats. It's big up to you. Big up to us here on the channel. Big up to you, to yourself, my man. I hope you're doing well. And you are hanging in there tight. Kim So said the under 25 thing is PL. LOL. They are still recruiting under 25. Well, I could say that.
You say that, right?
26 for. Go ahead.
On that, right? Tosin is 26. He's got to turn 27 at the start of the season. Yeah. Olise is 22. He's already Premier League proven and he's shown the quality he's got, right? So whether he's under 25 or not, we know what he can do. That's completely different. They'll still probably go for players who are 17, 16, 18, that range, because they'll buy for Cobham for the future. Yeah. Because you've got to prepare your team for the future, right? So you bring in these youngsters who are 16, 17, 18. Okay, they don't join till they're 18. But at that point, right, you've got them. And at the end of the day, you're getting your team ready for future. Look at Paez, right? Got him when he was 16. He's just turned 17. He'll join us next summer when he turns 18. Bro, he's got to be, I kid you not, he's got to be number 10. It's official. Wearing a number 10 for Ecuador. It is Ecuador, isn't it?
Yeah,
Ecuador at Copa America. He's got to be wearing number 10 for them at the Copa America. That's official.
He's playing in the highest.
He's 17. He's got to be wearing number 10 for them at the Copa America. Right? Looks incredible. Esteval, from what I've seen of him, looks like he could be very good as well. Still a bit raw, still needs to develop a bit. I don't think he's as far along as Kendry Paez and as ready as Kendry Paez, but he's still got another year, as has Kendry. So there's still that.
All right, Steven. There you go. Unlike looking at the first players that we brought into the football club, the likes of Modric, which we don't know, it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Bringing any player from any other football club, it's not guaranteed. Outside that perimeter, in terms of Premier League, bringing players out of other league is always not guaranteed. We spend so much money on Modric, which was a big mistake.
Nothing's
but
guaranteed.
This time you're spending 25 million on Tos, and 25 million, 26 million on Adebayo and what's his name? Olise. If you spend that money on Olise, you already know what you can get from Olise. They are the guys that everyone is talking about. Olise and what's his name again? The other player that he plays with the Crystal Palace, who is with is it Eze? Eze, right? Eze is the name.
Eze.
You know what? Yeah, you know what you can get from these two players. So when you get one of them, it's already guaranteed that he's already proven, Premier League proven. Same with Tosi. Tosi is also Premier League proven from Manchester City to Fulham FC, playing very good. His numbers have gone high. The same with Palmer. Palmer was a little risk, but it came out to be good, good for Chelsea. It could go down. It could go down because Palmer we didn't get lots of minutes in the Premier League. You get what I mean? He's been on the bench, but he believed himself. And Chelsea have made their homework in terms of whoever recommended Cole Palmer.
Joe Shields.
Yeah, Joe Shields, we know what he can do already. So he recommended Chelsea, Cole Palmer to Chelsea. That was a bingo. Chelsea went on it and did the job, get the job done. And that's what Chelsea is ripping out of Cole Palmer's transfer. So that was a good class over there, I would say. Kim So said Gertzy is close to BVB plus he played in the Farmers League as well, according to
no cost, low risk. Simple as that.
Reese Paparazzi Beat said, I prefer Duran, according to him. Reese Paparazzi Beat, bro. I'm not so sure why you prefer Duran. Duran don't have a lot to prove to Chelsea fans or even statistic-wise for us to believe that he's the right guy to do the job. Tosin was a free transfer, according to Kim. So, yes, why won't you grab a free transfer if you're worth it? You know, not every free transfer that you can bring to the football club. But if you did your homework very well in terms of
Bro, look at
statistics,
Malang Sarr.
numbers, his pace, the height, everything. Look at the numbers. Look at his numbers already. That shows you, that should tell you that he did not do a bad job in bringing in a free transfer. You get what I'm saying? This club has no present, only future. Well,
That's lies.
bro,
Bro, if we have no present, yeah, then explain to me what we're doing with players like Nkunku and Palmer and how after a terrible start to the season we nearly got Champions League, which was what the goal was for the start of the season. Please, enlighten me. By the way, Musiala goals getting checked.
Oh, yeah, I was turning around to see if I can have it on my screen.
It's been given, I think.
It's been given.
Yeah.
All right, so news out there. Musiala has put in Germany up front against Hungary. Yeah, against Hungary. So yeah, guys, I also have a poll down there. If you guys are looking into the poll reads: would you be happy if Conor Gallagher stayed at Chelsea? Please don't forget like and subscribe. And looks like we have 57. We have a 7 votes at this moment. We got 11 of us watching live. So if you haven't cast a vote, do me a favor, cast that vote. We have another poll we can pull up after this vote is done. It says 57 of the votes says yes, he is a valuable player, and we have 14 says unsure of his position right now, and we have 29% of the votes that says he's not good enough according to the poll. So let's see where we're gonna end by half an hour time. We'll change the vote, the poll, and put something else in there as we go on. So Santiago, man like Santiago, guys, the link, don't forget the link is also there. If you want to join us in the studio and have a discussion regarding some of these links and who your preferred striker will be according to the latest strikers that have been linked with Chelsea, which we know Gerritsy, Stevens, number 1 striker, which he would. I mean, he doesn't mind if Chelsea bring in that player, but also another player that is on loan to, I think, another football club, but it's coming from Atletico Madrid. By the name is Omoradion or whatever the name is. I apologize if I did not say the name very well. Yes, he is also linked, and I watched some few highlights of this player. He looks like a beast, and I remember he reminds me a bit of our legend, Diego Costa, the player that came in and did the job, but then passed away through text message by Antonio Conte, which was very, very inexperienced, unprofessional from a manager of Antonio Conte. Did that to Diego Costa. We could have got some few years out of Diego, but it never worked out that way. But anyway, Santiago said, I don't think that people give Chelsea owners and directors enough credit for acquiring Palmer and your proven players, turning into the best Premier League players. Um, and okay. See, I know, Santiago. You and I are on the same line. I don't think a lot of our fan base, and most of them, not the fan base coming out of UK, and lots of this majority of this fan base that are not giving the credit to the current owners are a fan base that live in the UK. Yes, to be honest with you, I'll tell you the truth. A lot of us that live outside the UK see a lot of things outside the box, see something different, that this is a new era. This is a new regime. This regime is going that way. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt for them to do what they want to do, and make sure that we help them succeed. Because at the end of the day, it is the club that suffers, not the owners. But if the owners have a little proven record that this is how they do their work, and it's all over there. That is the trend. That is the model where owners are going to, or in owners are running football clubs in London right now. Everyone is going for under 25 age players. No one is paying so much money for 26, 27, 28 anymore. No one is doing that anymore. Look at Villa. Look at West Ham United doing the same thing. Tottenham Hotspur are even trying to do the same thing.
Bro, a lot of the clubs are going to do that now. A lot of them are doing it so that they can try and beat the clubs like Real Madrid and that to the next big name, so that they're not paying 100 odd million for them. That's what Chelsea have been doing with Esteval and Kendry Pais, for example, right? They're getting them now when they're young, so that in the future, if they're a top player, you're not paying like 100 million because they're already your player.
That makes sense. But I don't see why some of the fan base don't see this to be a good idea, but it's always negative towards the football club. Look, Chelsea Football Club will stand again, but it's not going to be overnight. Rome was not built in one day. Greece was not built in one day. America was not built in one day. We have to remember that.
It's one thing in experience, which we all agree on, yeah? But you also have to understand that as a club, they're trying to build in a sense of get the players like Kendry and Esteval now, so they're not paying silly money in the future, like what we did with Enzo, like what we did with Caicedo, and all that with spending over 100 million from. That's what they're trying to prevent. They're getting them young for a cheaper price, so they're not paying silly money in the future to get them from another club like a Brighton, for example. But we all acknowledge that we also need to have experience. Everyone agrees on that, right? I don't think anyone's disputing we need experience, but you also need to understand that as a club, they need to look for the next big thing as well.
Stephen, look at this comment over here. Wonderful comment from Peter Pan. Big up to you, Peter Pan, for dropping up a wonderful comment here. He says, Chelsea fans need to be patient and trust the process. With the new process, we can sign Palmer for 40 million. In the old process, we could have signed Palmer for 120 million, according to him. Just trust the process. Arsenal are trusting the process. And I was even saying this, that whatever Manchester City is reaping now was something that was built upon 5-6 years ago when Pep Guardiola came to the football club. When Pep was being hired as the manager of Manchester City, he started building that dynasty of winning and imposing their winning mentality into these players. And that is what they're yielding right now. You sow what you reap, they'll say. You sow what you reap. So if you reap patience, if you reap patience in the football club and you trust in one manager and give that manager a number of years to build a team to his own preference, you will reap what you are sowing. And that is what Manchester City is reaping now. What they saw a couple of years ago is what they're reaping now. Bring in players that really fit the style of play. Players that can win, that has the winning mentality, that can go on and win a lot of trophies for the football club. That is why they keep on winning. But that winning will not be there forever. Things will start fading out. Pep Guardiola will leave. And then I believe the next football club that will take over that winning mentality will be Chelsea. Arsenal days are gone. Sometimes there could be a specific time that would I say maybe a specific time. Oh, let's put Andy Murray. Andy Murray, who is one of the best world-class lawn tennis players. He came in the limelight at the wrong time when the likes of Djokovic, the likes of Roger Federer and what's his name, Alcaraz, and all those young players are getting even are in the line where they're making their name. So it becomes very, very difficult for Andy Murray to get to that top seed because Djokovic is not fading out. He has that consistency. You get what I'm saying? There are top players that have come us have played football, but because of Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, they couldn't get a chance to win Ballon d'Or. You get what I'm saying? So that is what is going on with Arsenal right now. Go ahead, Steven.
You know, you're saying about Murray. Another issue is that in the last like 5 or so years, he's had a load of injuries.
Yeah, hip injuries and
He just retired today from the second round of I think it's of Queens, with another injury. So funny that you mentioned Andy Murray. He's retired today from a competition through injury. So
there you go. There you go. So, Peter Pan, what process is a question? I'm proving. Yes, that's a question coming from Kim. So he's asking Kim. So I need you to click on it. I want to talk to you, Kim. So I love you being in the comments, typing all the time, but I want to talk to you, Kim. So click on link, join me over here, and I'm gonna ask you a question one after the other, so you can give us an answer on why we shouldn't trust the process, why we shouldn't put any trust in these new owners, Kim. So click on the link, come in the show right now, Kim. So you've been here before, we've done this before, and I want us to do this again, so people know where you stand. It's not just being a keyboard warrior, because I know you're a keyboard warrior, but now I want you to be the speaking warrior too. You get to take the microphone and get that thing done, Kim. So guys, we are still on discussing the Peter Pan said Chelsea finished 6th with an injury and a youthful squad, 2 finals last season. That is a big progress. Thank you very much, Peter Pan. The problem is Chelsea fans think a good player only costs 80 million, which is not true. Even Santiago said this. What is wrong with Chelsea bringing in a young player to the football club? What is wrong? We did not get any substantiated answer or specific or maybe tangible answer for that specific question from Santiago the other day when he asked that question. What is wrong if Chelsea bring in a very young player that is good? A young player like Kendrick Pierce, a young player like Estavio William from Brazil. What is wrong if they can play the game? By the way, Chelsea have sent a message to Andrew Gabriel and also Gabriel and who again? I think
Andre Santos.
Andrew Santos to get ready for preseason. So they are in contention, and the football club will be looking at them. Kim So is joining us here. I have to push Kim So to join us on the show. Kim So, Steven, let's talk to Kim So for a little bit, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kim So, you're on the show. Big up to you, my brother. I hope all is well, bro. Can you hear me, Kim So? Kim So, can you hear me? It looks like we're having some connection problem here. Kim So goes by the name Drogba Legend. Kim So, let me know when you're ready so you can we can get it going at this moment. So Santiago said, give me another player right now that plays a little minute like Palmer at City that will lead the league in goals, assists combined. Let's see how genius you fans are, according to Santiago. Steven, whilst we're waiting for Kim So to start talking or figure out his microphone, we're gonna move on from I think we've gone through Olise. We've talked about Gallagher and Spurs. It doesn't look likely that Gallagher will move on to Spurs, isn't it? According to so many reports saying Gallagher will end up staying at the football club.
Funny how everyone's reporting that when I've said it through my own opinion about logically, I don't see it happening for a long time now. At this point, I mean, it took him all that time. His family, actually, all grown up Chelsea, as far as I'm aware, as well. So I doubt he would have gone to Spurs. But who knows? Maybe he ends up getting an extension. Whether that means he stays long term, that doesn't really impact it if he gets a contract, because end of the day, we can give him a contract just to put his value up. So that could happen because his contract expires in 12 months. So I won't be surprised if he gets an extension and still gets sold. But I wouldn't mind him as a squad player personally.
I mean, Gallagher offers a lot, but a lot of us don't see it. Sometimes you're looking for a player that has that energy, the legs to run over 90 minutes, and your player to call on is Gallagher. You get what I'm saying? Forget about the
Mhm.
experience. The guy is still learning, very, very young, and he's still learning. My man over here, I don't want to butcher your name, but Stevie, can you help me out with his name if you can?
Yeah, I'm not
It's
butchering it.
Irukami.
This is what you always do when you don't want to butcher a name. You try and get me to butcher it. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
All right, I'll just say this. My brother here is he Rukan me is the name. Rukami is the name. I apologize deeply if I butchered your name, but please forgive me. He says, "I love Peter Pan's comment. It makes a lot of sense and preemptive of the act." The
Preemptive.
exact bios and opinions of most of the CFC fan base, especially a lot of them are coming from the UK. I'll tell you, lots of our fan base, I'll tell you without a heartbeat, a lot of the fan base in the UK, they are going against these owners. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I think I'm gonna pin Peter Pan's message over there, so anyone that comes on will see it because it looks like it's got a lot of vibes in it. Vibes. I'm not so sure which of it. I think probably the last one. Steve, which one should I pin? The first or the last one from Peter Pan? I think it was only one comment,
Last
right?
one maybe.
I think it was only one comment.
No,
Okay, the
there's more
last
than
one.
one.
Chelsea
There's
finished
two
sixth.
comments.
Yeah. The one that it says Chelsea finished sixth with the injury and youthful squad. 2 finals last season. That's a big progress. The problem is Chelsea fans think a good
Oh
player has
wait,
to
because he said
cost 80
about the
million.
preemptive. Maybe the first one.
I should keep the first one. Yeah.
The fans need to be patient.
Yeah. I think I'll pin this one. I'll pin the other one. So yeah, just fans need to be patient. Okay, I'll pin that one here. Will let me do it. Oh, is it because I had something pinned already?
No
Probably
idea.
that's why. Yeah, it won't let me. I had. Let me see if I can do it again. Yeah, it has something already pinned. The StreamYard link is pinned there. It won't let me pin it. But anyway, guys, we're still on. We got 21 of us watching live on this show. Like I said, if you don't have to be a Chelsea fan to be on this platform, this is for all football fans to be on here. And I only ask one thing: do not forget to drop a like on the video and also share the stream wherever you are. Let us see if we can get up to like 30 likes before the stream comes to an end. And like I said, we are wrapping up on the Olise discussion, also Gallagher discussion. As we just discussed that, it looks like Gallagher will stay with the football club, and also striker search. At this moment, Chelsea are in on two strikers, one coming from the Bundesliga and one is coming from Spanish La Liga. Stephen, I've already said that Let's Go Madrid are looking for 80 million for the one player that I just said his name is Omorodion. Omorodion is the name, and Atletico Madrid has rejected Chelsea first bid. I don't know when Chelsea put in that bid, but it looks like reports are saying that Chelsea put in a bid for that player and he's been rejected. And Atletico Madrid are looking for lots of money, but this player doesn't worth. It's just like a Duran deal. Duran, how many minutes did he have, and how many goals did he score for the Premier League side, Aston Villa? Not many goals and many minutes. So why do Aston Villa want 40 million? No, we even paid 35 million for Nicholas Jackson from the Spanish league. And how many goals did he score? 14 plus goals, 14 goals in the Premier League, plus other goals that he scores in the other competitions. So if Duran won 40, Aston Villa won 40 million for Duran, which he didn't even score more than 5 goals. Is it an upgrade? Is it an upgrade on Nicholas Jackson or a downgrade? I'm asking you guys a question. Let me know in the comment section below as we still go. So, Stephen, we've talked about Garrissy. We talk about the Omaradian was the name. I have to Google it so that I can know how to pronounce this name. I don't know, but anyway, um, you've said he hasn't got many minutes. He's on loan from Atletico Madrid to other football club. Should Chelsea waste the time on him if they can get Garrissy for 15 million, 20 million? and he looks like he's one of the good finishers in the Bundesliga. Or do you think the age will stop him? I think I've asked the same question already.
There's no point going for someone for 40 or 80 million that, I mean, either hasn't played enough minutes in the Premier League in Duran's case, yeah, that is valued at 40 million. Don't know how on earth he's valued at 40 million. That is criminal, yeah? Or someone who I think scored 8 goals in 34 appearances for Alaves last season. How is he valued at 80 million? That's ridiculous. I presume it means 80 million euros, which I think is about 73 million pounds. So nearly double what Duran is. Like, that's just ridiculous. I don't actually think we'll sign either of them. I think we will get someone else. I know that from what I've read, there's been talk about Solanke, but he's got a 65 million release clause, so I don't think we'll move for him. I've seen some people report about Tammy Abraham. I've seen people report about Ivan Toney. Who else have I seen? Toney, Abraham, Solanke, and then I've seen people start reporting Girasai now. And then I think there's one or two others. I can't remember who they were, though.
What was that again, Steven?
No, the people that I've seen people reporting about. I've seen some say Solanke. I've seen some say Abraham. I've seen some say Toney. Some say Girasai. Like, they're names that have been mentioned by different people about people that we've spoken about internally or made contact with. So I think it'd be one of them.
One of them. All right. So thank you very much, Stevie G. Big up to you, Santiago, for dropping more comment in there. Peter Pan says Chelsea finished. I think I've read that one. Give me another player right now that plays little minutes from Santiago. And I've excuse me. I've gone through that comment. Yeah. My brother here said I love Peter Pan's comment. Why am I going back? All the way back. All right. He says that sometimes
you got confused.
Yeah. So he said sometimes when fans are assessing our performance and analyzing the transfer process, they tend to put aside the objective and project of the managers, management. It's a youthful project that's still very, very much in transition, according to our brother out there, Rukami. I'm sure that's the name. By the way, what do you guys make of the Olise's deal? Does it appear feasible, according to my brother? I think it looks like everything is ticking towards Chelsea's direction. Manchester United cannot compete with Chelsea in terms of they have to spare and they have to sell so many to be able to acquire the signature of Olise. And if you look at the development or maybe the model or the development of Manchester United squad, I think Chelsea are ahead of them in terms of style of play, the progress.
Oh, bro, we're like a year, 2 years. We're like 2 years ahead of United, in my opinion. That's not even bias. Because think about it, right? United are where Chelsea were like 2 years ago, where they need a big overhaul of their squad, right? Mm-hmm. Chelsea have done that, and Chelsea nearly got into the Europa League, right? Chelsea finished above Man United when Man United were like 11 points ahead of them at one point in the season, by the way. I think it was Man U were 11 clear of Chelsea and Newcastle were 10 clear of Chelsea. Both at the same time, if I remember rightly. And then Chelsea finished 3 points ahead of both of them. So that's what I'm going to say on that. But yeah, they're about where we were 2 years ago, where they need an overhaul of the squad. Varane's meant to be going, which I don't think is going to be a big miss for him. I mean, he got injured quite a bit from what I remember. And sorry, I got distracted for a second because I had just happened to look up as Hungary had a free kick scored, but it was ruled out. But yeah, I just happened to look up and see if it was half time, and that was happening. But yeah, they're where we were 2 years ago in terms of signing players and having to overhaul the squad.
I mean, Stephen just said that. Thank you very much, Stephen G. Drogba legend. Our man here, can you start say something? Kimso,
Hey, how you doing?
doing all right. Doing all right. How about you, man?
Nice platform. I'm enjoying the show. Just want to add my 10 cents.
Go for it,
Um,
brother. It's your show. Go for it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love Peter Pan's comment.
Oh,
I'm also subscribing to that ideology. We have to trust the process because if you look at what the owners are trying to do, right? They are trying to make Chelsea like sustainable. We can't spend 250 million pounds every transfer window. And the good thing with the data-driven model we are currently implementing is if there is a Messi out there, we'll most likely sign him when he's like affordable than wait for him to go to Barcelona or Madrid. Then you have to look for 300 million pounds just to sign a millionaire Messi. And look at the positive side of last season, right? We drew with Man City home and away. They were not able to beat us. And we also got some smart players like Gusto. I think someone mentioned, yeah, Gusto. We got a Cole Palmer. We got Madweke, right? And these players already have 1 year worth of experience. Like, so we can only go up from here. What we need from Chelsea fans is next season the kind of mindset we go into the season matters a lot. If we go into the season and start thinking, oh, we can't win the league, I am a firm believer that we can win the league. Like next season, we're going to cook because Lavia is coming back from injury. It's going to feel like a new signing. Caicedo started picking, like finding his form in the club. Gallagher, we're still not sure about Gallagher and the striking position, Nkunku. Like
we haven't even seen much of him yet.
yeah. So I really believe we can fight. So fans should trust the process. The players we are getting, I especially Doran. I've watched the guy's goals. He's not scoring lots of goals, but if you look at the finishing, the way he scores, he smashes the ball. It's quality right there. Okay. So if we sign a Duran at 40 million, I know, 40 million is ridiculous, but let's say it works out. Duran can easily cost 120 million in future. You don't want to be paying for 120 million. And mind you, our stadium, we have a very small stadium. So we have to start thinking the future, not just now. If we spend 200 million every summer, we're not going to have enough money to like maybe renovate Stamford Bridge. We are in a small stadium and our rivals like Arsenal have a big stadium. That's why they can now buy expensive players. So
they are charging 60, I think 60 quid or 60 pounds or whatever for a specific a ticket, and we Chelsea cannot do that.
We can't do that. So the fans need to start thinking ahead. We can't buy players 200 million, 150 and not make we'll be making loss with FFP. With this Chelsea model, right? Give them long contracts. And another bonus is the wage and the weekly that's the players' salaries. Man United is suffering from this.
The wages, yeah.
So, yeah, we have a cap. So everything Chelsea is doing makes sense. They were not going to get 100%, but trust the management. They know what they're doing, and I think I'm the only one who believes in third.
No, bro, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. My co-host here, we're in the same boat. He said that he feel like he's the only one that really see what these owners are doing, and he is with the owners. He said he feels that way, and I said no. I'm in the same shoe.
Barley does my head in.
Yeah, it's only one of them, Bali, that we believe that he's pushing things too much. But besides that, yeah, we are all into it. We are all into it, bro. We trust the process. We know that it will get better one day, but sometimes I do understand Chelsea fans are a bit spoiled in terms of trophy, in terms of what Roman Abramovich was doing. But if Roman Abramovich have kept lots of some managers that we've brought in, one of them that I always take I always stick my hand on and say it was a wrong idea to sack this manager was Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah,
winning the Premier League and then placing second the following season, and being sacked the way a man at Chelsea and sacked him was not even nice at all. They sacked him in Everton Tunnel, not even at Chelsea. Everton Tunnel. That's not where we hired this manager. We unveiled him, we did everything, we did pictures at Chelsea, but it was being sacked when we went away to play Everton. That's how bad Chelsea, Roman Abramovich was at that time. But he's also a good person. He brought the light to Chelsea. Winning trophies was one of his main, you know. And when I say, I think the priority. He wants to win trophy. But if imagine keeping Carlo Ancelotti for 4 or 5 seasons, Chelsea would have continued winning the Premier League over and over and over, like Manchester City are doing now.
Exactly. That's a fact. And we didn't add Lukaku, right? So Chelsea fans will always say, oh, proven talent, let's go for the proven talent. But how much did you spend for Lukaku?
But it's not even just him, though. Like, when you look at it, right, the way that Roman ran things, yeah, it was all about getting proven players, right? That's not sustainable. If you get someone who's 27, 28, yeah, don't forget, Chelsea typically, once a player hit 30, used to only give them like 1 year contracts, yeah?
Yeah.
So if you signed someone who was 28 for like 60 million, gave him a 2-year contract, yeah, you then got to renew it 1 year at a time after that, because that's the way we did things then. But if you don't, then you've got to buy another player in like 3-4 years' time anyway.
Exactly.
Like, it wasn't sustainable. That's the big thing. Whereas one of the things that is a positive about this is that if the majority of the signings they make, like, say we get Olise, say Olise hits gold, Palmer hits gold, Jackson comes good, we got Gusto who looks amazing, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, if them 5, yeah? I mean, Nkunku's not even that old. He's like 26 or something, right?
Yeah.
So chuck him in as well. And then you've got others like if Fofana gets rid of his injuries, if not, then maybe Tosin becomes really good for us, right? Or Colwell came through our academy. If he can level up, brilliant. Like, we could have a really good team if they have the right development path. This team could be absolutely amazing. And I can't remember, it was a few comments down from this one that's highlighted, right? But someone said about the chances we didn't take and all this year. We didn't take as many chances in the first half of the season. We missed more big chances then than we did in the second half of the season. In the second half of the season, our finishing actually improved.
Right.
In the first half of the season, our defense was okay and our finishing was terrible. And then it did a whole 180 and it became the other way around. And I think that's what people seem to forget. Like, naturally, Jackson did improve towards the end of the season. We can't really dispute that. And he should naturally progress again over the summer into next season. So if he can just clean up on a few things, yeah, you can get someone who's got to maybe be a backup or someone who could be a starter with him as a backup, but they're not a long-term starter that blocks him, like a Girasai who's 28, for example, right? Because long-term, they ain't blocking him. That right. Gives him a couple years, maybe even not even a whole year or two, yeah? Where you can bring that person in, he can learn from them, yeah? And with the amount of games we're going to be playing, it's like the thing I sent in the group chat, right? You factor in the Club World Cup next summer, on top of the Conference League, which we really should be winning. If we don't win, that is criminal behaviour, yeah? We should still, in my opinion, get far in both the FA Cup and Carabao Cup, yeah? Plus, you got the Premier League games on top of that. That's over 60 games in the next 12 months. I think it was something like 70 to 80 in the next 12 months that we could be playing. So you need those options.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you very much, guys. As we go on, my brother here, Steven, can you help me with this name so I don't butcher it?
This guy. You always do this.
Is that Saliu? I'm sure it's Saliu Sal. I'm sure that's the name. If I didn't say it right, bro, you have all reason to correct me over here because these are all nouns. And I I don't want to pronounce people's names wrongly. But anyway, my brother said, I don't understand Chelsea. I don't know why Chelsea going around flicking behind throats and second choices from other clubs, leaving the main period. Is that what it is? A pirate? Pirate? Is a pirate?
Yeah,
Main pirate? Yeah, I'm sure that's it. Santiago said, Kim, so of course, not everyone will be a Palmer, but what about Gusto, who plays in high level right away? Jackson scoring 17 goals. How many Premier League players have scored more than 17 goals in their first season? That alone is a
fact.
progress. That alone, that's facts over there. Santiago, thank you very much for that comment. Kim, so I gave you the edge to come on and let's have a discussion here, but you are shying away, bro. Why are you doing that? Santiago said, Kim So United are trying to get rid of all their FA Cup winning players. Yes, if you talk about FA Cup winning players, a lot of them. You could talk about Casemiro. You could talk about what's the name again? The Moroccan. Is it Moroccan? Amrabat and all those players that they spend so much money on are all useless player. Um, my brother, yes, another rumor has it that Jackson might be considering his future subject to Poch dismissal, which I don't think is right. Nah. How true, guys? I'll give you my my opinion on that. Rumors are just rumors, just like rumors. To me, though, this whole striker search, while we still have Jackson, looks like so much like the Drogba scenario when he joined us. I remember him reflecting on how he almost called it a quit because of CFC search for another striker, despite having him around at this moment. Jackson would know. Jackson know.
There's
Jackson said this, that he knows he missed a lot of chances in the first section of the Premier League. The first section, like the first leg of the Premier League, he missed so many chances, but he's learning and he has to get better. That is why second half of the second half or second version of the Premier League, he started scoring more goals. But Jackson's got a long way to go. Just like my brother just said, it reminds him of the Drogba scenario. He will get better. He will get better. Drogba struggled his first season, but got better after the season kept going.
But the other thing on top of that, Nee, is that if Jackson really is worried, which I don't know if he is or not, I don't know the guy personally, right? All you have to do is sit him down, and say, we're selling Armando. We might be getting rid of Datro. Therefore, we have to bring someone else in. Otherwise, our only striker option is you. We can't have a season where we only have one option in a position. You need 2 or 3 for certain positions, if not more. Because obviously, for centre-back, you need more than 2 or 3. Yeah. But for striker, you need 2 or 3 ideally, but one of those can be an academy. Do you know what I mean? Like, one of those could be Washington. You bring someone else in, then you have Jackson, Washington, and whoever you bring in as your 3 options. Because, think about it, right? Premier League, as I said, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Conference League, and then next summer you've got the Club World Cup as well.
Yeah.
So that's 5 competitions.
Yeah.
You need more than one option. So you just have to say that to him if he's really worried. Just say, we can't have just one striker option. Armando's almost definitely going. Datro might be going. Whether that's a loan or permanent, it's not really decided from what I've gathered. Yeah. Which leaves you and Washington. We cannot go into the season with just you two. Therefore, we have to sign someone else. And if you want, you can even say to him, the plan to get someone else, but you'll still be the priority striker. Simple. Problem solved. No issues. Because if you are going for someone younger, like a Duran, for example, we won't pay 40 million. I really am adamant we won't pay 40 million. But if we walk away, when they have these PSR issues, forcing them to lower the price, then maybe we go back in for him if it's like 20 odd million, right? At that point, Jackson should still be your starter. Which would ease his worries if he has any.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. Santiago said Akim, so the problem is he probably
They
what did
probably
you
are.
think
What do you
about
think?
Crystal
What did
Palmer
you
and
think of
Jackson
Crystal Palmer Jackson?
play before they play for Chelsea, according to Santiago? My brother here said with the project that just witnessed a massive squad overhaul. I expect a long-term revamp that takes um
Riggers,
rigors of
riggers of recruitment and
recruitment
process of
process of
trials
trials.
on variety of players. Sentiment apart, this management also want things to work out, and I'm sure they want to surpass the Abramovich legacy, but it takes time and patience.
Thank you very much, Stephen G. I have one more here too. No matter what this is, ain't we need strikers. The only thing that can make me continue sharing for Chelsea this season that they have to buy number 9 for me. I don't like too much of defeat. I need winning. According to Salou South. Thank you very much, my
I
brother
can take
Chelsea
the Santiago one
session
if
is
you
right
want.
here. Big up to Lord Vepa Nation also. Gula Mustafa. Damn. Oh my guys, where have you been? I know you've been busy. Everyone has been busy, but thank you for having you guys on the show again. Don't forget to drop a like. We have 12 of us watching live on the show. We're streaming live on 2 platforms. If you're watching us on X, please do us a favor. Drop into our YouTube channel and also give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. That is how the community can grow as we are looking into the 2 strikers that have linked with Chelsea in a couple hours now, and also the Olise Chelsea. Crystal Palace have given all the green light to Chelsea to talk to Olise and see how fast they can get the deal done. And also another news: Chelsea have called on Gabriel and Santos to get ready for preseason. In other way, also we'll be looking into overhaul. Apparently Chelsea will be having an expos for players leaving the football club. And when we talk about that, Casadei, Fofana, Cucurella, Maatsen, and Chaloba are the players that Chelsea will be looking forward to depart or send them out to the football club. So stay with us for the Zion. My co-host is Stephen G, and our brother who is in the studio with us is a Drogba legend. He's here discussing some of these Chelsea problems with us live on the show. So stick with us, not go anywhere, and be right back in just a second. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back, beautiful people, to the live shows that give everyone the right to have a voice. And your opinion, I respect it, as we always say on this platform. My opinion doesn't stand tall, doesn't make any sense. If it doesn't make sense to you, please just remember your opinion also is being respected. I don't have to think yours will make sense. But the show is right here. The show is right. It's all about football. Whatever is needed to talk about on this platform is what we are digesting and discussing on the show. So salute, thank you very much, guys. Do not forget to drop a like on the show and also subscribe. It's the first time joining us here. Salute said, Chelsea section, yeah, Chelsea section said the striker market is so poor this summer, but the option we are out, we are targeting could be better, according to my brother Tyrone. Big up to man like Tyrone in the building. He said, I don't like the fit at all. I don't like the fit at all. I'm sorry, so I don't like the defeat. My team needed a striker this season. Power phone number 9 that
I
can
think
deliver
means
for me,
powerful
according to
and it's
Salute.
corrected, I
Thank
think.
you very much. I'll take my time and read this one in a bit. Let me go through it and I'll read that. Um, so Steven and my brother Drogba. Do you want me to call you Drogba Legend, or you have any other name that would be a little more easier for me?
Just call me John.
John. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, John. John is here with us. So John, and Steven. Steven, there's going to be an episode of players, and look at all these names that I mentioned. 5 of these names that have been put out there that will be leaving the football club: Casadei, Fofana, Cucurella, Maatsen. Do you have any?
Isn't that true for Fana? Let's clarify this.
Probably is that true for Fofana. I don't think
No,
it's
it
going
is
to be
that true. It
universal
is that
for
true.
Fofana. Is
It
that
is
true
that
for
true.
Fofana? But which of these Do you feel any sympathy for any of these players leaving the football club?
1 second, I've got to turn volume up. It went quiet for me. What did you say?
I said, do you feel any sympathy for any of these 5 players that they might end up leaving the football club? Casadei, Wesley Fofana, Cucurella, Maatsen, and
That true for
Chalobah.
Fana, not Wesley.
That's true
It's
Fofana
that
and
true.
Wesley Fofana.
The
No,
striker.
it's not Wesley. It's not Wesley. It's striker. It's that true.
Mm.
You're on
Yeah,
about the Matt Law thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Yeah.
true Fofana.
Yeah, it's that true.
That's
Where
true.
is
Do you
it?
feel any
So
sympathy
yeah,
for any of these players?
just to clarify it. So Matt Law said that he's been told a lot of players will go, and then he says Casadei might go. Datro Fofana will go. He's not sure whether that's a loan or a permanent. He thinks that they would accept bids for Cucurella. Whether they'd get any, he's not sure. He said Ian Maatsen will go. He's part of the Duran thing with Villa, and that he thinks that Chalobah will go.
Steven, there's a question there for you. Did you say Fofana? Chelsea Dan wants to know your location, Steven.
Hang on. And he said Wesley. It ain't Wesley. Is that true? I'm with.
Yeah, I say Wesley. I did
You
say
said
that,
Wesley, and that's why I
at the
kept
same
saying
time.
it's that true. Let's clarify. Is that true?
Yeah, it's not Wesley Fofana. It's that true Fofana. Gulam Mustafa, we have 2 Fofanas at Chelsea. It's that true Fofana, the young Ivorian striker. But to be honest with you, they're all Ivorians anyway. They're all Ivorians, but one is the French nationality, and we all know how that happens.
I don't
And the
think
other
Wesley's
Ivorian,
Ivorian. I think he's something else. I'm not sure though.
no, they're
Yes,
all
I-
Ivorians.
Yeah, both of them.
They're all Ivorians, Stephen. The name Fofana is an Ivorian name. It's just like Duku and then Kobe Manu and all the others. They're all Ghanaian names. They're African names. So
Was Mainu Ghanaian, or did it have him down as Nigerian on that thing you sent?
no, Manu's a Ghanaian.
I swear on the thing you sent, it had him as Nigerian.
No, Kobe Manu is a Ghanaian. It's the name. The name is pronounced Manu. But with the
I'm just saying, by the thing you sent, I'm certain it had him as Nigerian.
no, he's he's not Nigerian. He's
I'm checking this
Ghanaian.
thing.
Yeah, Olise is. If I remember, a couple of years ago, they have Sunday Olise, who used to be one of the top midfielders Nigerian as ever produced at that time. Yeah, Sunday Olise, great player. But yeah, let me go to John. John, what do you make of these exodus happening again? 5 players who end up leaving the football club. Maatsen, I'm sure either the deal with Aston Villa could happen. Either Maatsen goes to Aston Villa and then Duran comes to Chelsea. Whatever is going on. Do you have any sympathy for these players?
Well, that's life. That's what it is. But I think Maatsen. I'll blame it a little bit on Poch because he didn't play Maatsen a lot, and for me, as long as they keep Madueke and the defender, what's that guy's name? Chalobah. Chalobah is not on that list because I believe Chalobah.
No, he is. He is. Matt Law said he thinks Chalobah will go.
Yeah, because what I like Chalobah is when he wants to play, he plays with his heart. Like, he might not be the best defender, but he plays with his heart. So I hope Chelsea sticks with him.
He's a solid squad option, is what he is.
Yeah. And one thing to win the league, the secret Man City they use or they utilize is Man City. It's not just their first 11. The quality of your bench has to make sense. You need to have those options because you don't expect Haaland to play the entire 38 games. There will be some games where he's like not playing too well. So you need the bench or whoever is going to come into also like contribute make a good contribution to the team. So I think Chelsea should not sell too many players, but if they have to go, then there's nothing we can do. We can just hope they have a good career elsewhere. That's
Bro, you know how happy that makes me. Do you know what happened? Yeah, I was having this debate with someone. Yeah, they went, "Oh, City are so good because they're starting 11." No, look at the backups they've got, bro. Ortega is a quality backup. Okay, he had a bit of a stinker in the FA Cup final, yeah, but 9 out of 10 times he is so good for them. Like, bro, they got 2 very good goalkeepers who could be number ones for at least probably half the Premier League.
Premier League is a marathon. It's not just the first 11. You know, people
Yeah.
they're just saying we need a Madueke, we need this Olise. People are saying, what about Madueke? No, Madueke is going to play some games as well.
Bro, they're not going to play like you're not going to have one player play like 60 games, and that's what people don't understand.
Exactly. So we
You
need
need
those
quality options, at least 2 quality options, yeah, in every position if you want to be a championship team, yeah? Because then the fall off from your starters to your backups isn't significant.
facts.
That's what people don't seem to understand. And that's what City have over so many of the Premier League teams, is that they've got that backup. I mean, you look at the City backups, right? Some of their backups, like, I mean, look at their defenders, right? They've got Diaz, they've got Stones, they've got Ake, they've got Vardio. Okay, Vardio's been playing left back. But that's despite the point. He's naturally a centre back. Like, them as centre back options alone is ridiculous.
Alvarez as well.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I mean, their midfield, Alvarez can play striker or in like a 10 type role, yeah? I think they played him in an 8 at times. Then you've got De Bruyne, you've got Bernardo Silva. Before the season before this, they had Gundogan, but they sold him last summer. Or he went on a free, I can't remember which. Like, they've always had that depth the last few years, and that's what people choose to ignore, that Chelsea haven't had. We haven't had that quality of depth. And if we get Olise, okay, Madueke ain't the greatest, yeah? But he's still young, he can still improve. Yeah. Olise at 22 is one of the best wide players in the Premier League. Yeah. So if you get both of them and they both naturally develop, you can have 2 incredible right options. Not forgetting that Palmer can play left wing, right wing, and a 10 if you need him to. Like, then you got Nkunku, man. Like, that's what this is all about. You've got Nkunku and Palmer who can play basically all them positions. And then if you get Olise as well,
it will take time. It will take time. I mean, Stephen, we all see the light at the end of the tunnel. We've seen it, but some of us refuse to see that light. It will get better. It's not going to get better overnight. It will take a while. We're going to go through rough patches.
We're getting there.
Riggage road and potholes, but before we finish, it becomes a smoother road. If it's heaven, if we all believe there's heaven and it's that easy to go, everyone's going to go there. If it's that easy, everyone is going to get there. But I know we believe that there is something ahead of us that we're all working towards it. My brother here said that we definitely need to sign someone else, but I don't likewise support the idea of spending stupidly rather than believing in Jackson and getting another fine young striker who does things really good, but only to create positive competition. That's not only help Jackson to grow, but also contribute to the team building going forward. We can spend less and wisely, and still get things right, according to
as
my
in
brother
you can
here.
spend less.
Yeah, you can spend
while
less.
spending wisely.
Yeah,
is what they're saying.
Yeah. Gustav was good, according to Kunso. Said Gustav was good player for Leon. And Leon, him, and Bakali and Chucky, Ryan Chucky. Bakali, yeah. And Ryan Chucky, according to...
But do you know what's funny about that? I saw so many Leon fans, but when we signed Gusto, saying he wasn't good. And it's actually funny because you look at what he done for us and you just have to think, like, were these guys just mad that we signed him, or like, is there something that somehow we're like didn't really see because we didn't spend as much time watching the league? Yet he's come in and he's looked brilliant for us when he's deputized for Reece James. So I don't know what happened there, but he looks incredible.
Yeah, he did.
So John, it's been nice talking to you. John, go ahead.
Yeah. Like I said, fans trust the process. Like, give Chelsea time. And good thing we're playing Man City first. So you're going to get a first-hand, like, experience what this team is all about. I won't be surprised Chelsea would beat Man City that game because it's important we enter the season with a winner's mentality. I know people are saying Nicholas Jackson, let's just stick to Nicholas Jackson. But if this was in Madrid, right? Madrid players know competition is good. Like, even if they have a Vinicius Junior, if there's another player better than Vinicius, they are going to get him. And Vinicius knows he has to work hard for that shirt. So we should let the players fight for the jersey. Let's not just give it to them because it's Nicholas Jackson. So that means automatically he's the number 9. If a Duran comes in, I can see the sense in that deal because first of all, we can't buy like a 90 million pound striker or 100 million pounds and still go for Olise, right? That would be like too expensive for the club. So we'll rather go for Olise than go for a striker that won't really stop Jackson from growing. A cheaper striker that can compete with Nicholas Jackson. That will make Jackson up his game, and he knows that if he plays or miss those chances, he's just going to go to the bench. So I think that's the mindset we need to bring back to this club, right? Everybody has to fight, even Cole Palmer. If there's a player better than Cole Palmer, yeah, we respect everything he has done, but bring him to the club. So that's the kind of mindset that would make us win.
That reminds me of what Mauricio Pochettino said earlier on in his time with Chelsea. Stephen, if you can remember, he said, "I did not bring in here to come and play, but I brought you here to come and train, isn't it?" I'm sure if that's the same.
No, it was, if I remember rightly, it was you're paid to train, you're not paid to play.
You're paid to train, but you're not
Which
paid
is
to
true.
play.
Technically speaking, that is true.
So yeah, it's something that I will not forget from what Mauricio Pochettino told his players. It gives them that extra edge, and Chelsea have to create competition for each and every player on the pitch. No one's position is secured. Enzo Fernandez's position is not secured. Caicedo, you either Cole Palmer, your position is not secured. You can be on the bench. We can bring in somebody else, and that's what they're trying to do. No one is invisible at Chelsea Football Club. It's not back in the days, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Frank Lampard, John Terry, and the others, where they have so much egos and player power was always drawing things down. At this moment, if you're not playing well, the manager is in charge, the coach is in charge. They will put you down. Somebody else will be in there. It's no more Abramovich. This is different. We're not babying all these players anymore like we used to do for Eden Hazard, Frank Lampard, John Terry. And I understand that. John Terry, they were the foundation of Chelsea Football Club now. Chelsea Football Club have been there to 1905, if I can remember. But why now the modern Chelsea was being built by one Roman Abramovich and certain key players. They were the fathers. They were the fathers of Chelsea now in the past 20 years or 30 years, I would say. This way. So Gulam Mustafa said, okay, I got a comment from X. I agree with okay, our brother here, what's his name again? I think recall me.
Saying we got a comment from X. He's on about the what?
Okay.
Nini breaking from Ornstein, by the way.
All right,
just now.
Shit. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. So Ornstein's reporting an exclusive. Aston Villa reach agreement with Chelsea to sign left back Ian Maatsen. The fee for the 22-year-old Dutch youth international is just north of the now expired Borussia Dortmund specific 35 million release clause. Personal terms in place on a 6-year contract.
Oh, that means Duran is coming to Chelsea, I guess.
Not necessarily. But we were literally just talking about Maatsen now. And then it just happens that we've got that. But I was like, I've got to quickly get his attention and cut him off because it's just come out now.
All right. So, John, are you an X? I sent you a message.
Oh, unfortunately, I'm not. I just use it as a guest, just to.
Okay.
Yeah. But I could sign up anyway. Probably sign up because.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all our members on one platform, so you get to have a community growing each and every day. So that is why. Okay. Stephen, I'm trying to find the link.
I've sent in the group.
let me click on it.
Okay.
I haven't got that one from the link, but as soon as I get that, so I can share it and everyone. I'm sure
Yeah,
once
it's
you
in the
said
group.
Einstein, everyone
It's in
is
the
going
group.
there to look for
You're probably looking in just mine and
notification.
yours.
I was looking at the
Discord.
notification. It's not there. Yeah, I've seen
Are
it.
you
I've
looking?
seen it.
Were you looking in StreamYard?
No,
Yeah.
I'm looking at StreamYard now. But what I was
Oh,
saying is, uh, the link took me to a different browser, and I don't want it because I want to stay on this browser. But anyway, I'll get it. Give me a second. From if Einstein, I'll get it. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. Einstein. Yeah. So Stephen, thank you very much
I'm
for
just trying to
sharing that
open
with
the
us.
article, see if there's any more news within the article.
All right, let me stop sharing this so I can share this article right now.
Hmm.
The tweets from Einstein.
That's massive. 35 million.
That's good, actually.
Hmm.
That's good.
And the thing is, he says the now expired Dortmund specific release clause. I think all of us were under the impression, rather, not impersonation. That's something completely different. Come
You
on,
don't want to
brain.
say
Come
that.
on. Come on. We were all under
Okay.
the impression that it was a generalized one, I think.
So, guys, if you're watching, this is the tweet coming from David Weinstein today. Let me. Oh, where'd they go? All right, this is the one coming from David Weinstein. Click on the main news. Okay. As Stevie read for us earlier on, exclusive Aston Villa reached an agreement with Chelsea to sign the left back Ian Maatsen free fee for so not free fee for 22 year Dutch youth international
Mhm.
just north
Oh, hang
of
on. It's above 35 million.
yeah 35 million,
North,
yeah, over
it's
here,
north of 35 million.
right, north of 35
So above
expired
35
Bristol month.
million.
So I think that from what we're seeing, the Durant deal might go on, Steven. From what we are seeing here, the Durant deal might go on.
Maybe, but also maybe that means that if we get him, we'll get him cheaper though, because they valued him at 40 million, right?
Yeah,
So maybe we get him cheaper in return.
Mm,
Because when we were speaking about it initially, there was a lot of talk about player involvement if the deal's going to happen, right? So maybe this is us saying, look, you take Maatsen for this, but in return, we take Duran, but for cheaper. Do you get what I'm saying?
that's right. Because
so are
That
we,
could
guys,
be what it is.
this exclusive. Go ahead, John. Go
are we
ahead,
going to
John.
pay the 40 million? Do you think we'll pay the 40 million?
I
Which one?
don't. I
I
doubt
don't
Chelsea
think
will
we're
pay
paying
the
40
money.
million, but I definitely, now that this has happened, I didn't expect him to go to Villa, even though they were interested. I thought he might go somewhere else. But look, he's back in the Champions League by going to Villa.
Mm,
He was in it last year, so he's back in Champions League now by going to Villa because they qualified for that. So, look, we wish him the best. I mean, it's a shame it didn't work out for him. I think Poch is definitely an aspect to that, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it is what it is. He'll move on. Hopefully, he has a good career. Just please don't score against Chelsea, because that always happens with our former players.
I agree.
Bro, it does. I kid you not, bro. Sturridge scored a screamer against us at one point when he was at Liverpool.
I remember that goal. Wow, was
But
incredible.
yeah, just hopefully he has a good career and just doesn't destroy Chelsea.
We're lucky we didn't sell Drogba to maybe to Man United or Arsenal.
Drogba was smart enough, John. He was smart enough not to join in a Premier League side. The only thing that hurts me right now is Frank Lampard moving to America, playing for the City Group. Then they have an idea to bring him back to Manchester City, and he scored a goal against us, which could have made us win the game and draw. I was like, Frank, why did you do that? It's like, Frank. But anyway, guys, so it's just a breaking news reported by David Ornstein with a few minutes ago. I would say maybe 10 minutes ago. David Ornstein broke this news, and it looks like Maatsen will be coming back, return for Maatsen to the Premier League. joining Aston Villa. What a player! What a player this guy is. Rich Moneymaker, big up to you, Rich Moneymaker. Said from my contact, Aston Villa are taking Ian Maatsen, which is very, very true. According to Santiago, said Maatsen sold for 35 million to Villa. Hold that Dortmund, according to Santiago. Thank you, Villa, 35 million of pure profit. Gula Mustafa said, Steven is cooking today. Absolutely. That's why I have Steven. Steven is my right hand man. If that hand's going down, Steven will just lift it up. He's got my back every day, man. Rich Moneymaker said that we might not buy Duran because of
his attitude.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about attitude, but Chelsea.
No, it's something that Chelsea are looking at because there's been a lot of stuff about his personality and his attitude and stuff like that. So it's definitely, like as I said, there's definitely something to watch because it's something that we are looking into, which I like. Like if you're bringing someone into the team, you want to make sure they're a proper fit, and I think we've been doing this with all our signings for the last couple of years now. It's something that you hear a lot more about in American sports than you do in like Europe in terms of like football. That it's about their personality, their attitude, and all this is something that's more looked at in them sports when they're trying to get players than it is. Well, it's more spoken about in American sports than it is in European in terms of football and stuff like that. So no, I don't mind it. It's good because you want to know that they fit. You want to make sure they don't have any attitude problems. And any sort of stuff like that could become an issue down the line. But yeah, it's definitely a good idea to do that.
Could you think that's the reason why this guy Ivan Toney we're no longer chasing? Could you think?
Say that again. Sorry.
He's asking. Do we think that's why Ivan Toney, Chelsea's not chasing Ivan Toney because of attitude and related things that has related to gambling and all that kind of stuff?
Maybe, but then I've not seen anyone completely rule that out. So
yeah, my opinion on Ivan Toney, why it's not just Chelsea alone. All the top Premier League clubs are not looking at Ivan Toney because of the same. It comes to the same point. The model. Ivan Toney is too old, and old for the asking price that Brentford are asking for Ivan Toney. 28
but do you
years
think
old.
There's other aspects to that though? In terms of, we heard that at one point they wanted 80 million, and there was Chelsea interest. There was, I think, Tottenham interest. I think Man U were interested, and Chelsea were interested. Like Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, Tottenham. Yeah,
Liverpool as well.
I can't remember about Liverpool, but maybe they were, and I'm just misremembering. But my point is, a lot of the main clubs in England were looking at him, right? And then all of a sudden, the asking price went from about 80 million or whatever it was down to 40 million to 50 million. And then we started hearing more reports about Arsenal don't like stuff they've heard about his attitude and stuff like this. And then more started coming out about the attitude once that once that asking price went down to 40 million, we started hearing more about the attitude, which could be a reason why the amount they wanted went down, was because clubs were giving them the feedback of you're asking for too much money, but then also stating that we're not going to pay you 80 million for someone who has like attitude problems and has previously had a gambling addiction. Not to hold it against him, but in terms of he's already been charged with it and banned, so it's something you want to be careful with, right? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So clubs would be reluctant to pay that for someone with certain red flags, let's say, is probably the better way to put it.
Apparently, Germany up 2-0. Right?
Yeah, they are. Gundogan scored.
Who scored the first?
Musiala.
First goal was Musiala.
And then Gundogan scored the second one. So that's good for Germany. 2 goals, 6 points, 2 games, 6 points. What impressive performance for Germany in the competition. But Santiago said that Duran is asking for money, evidence of a primer Is it prime
Prima
donna?
donna.
Yeah, prima donna, according to Santiago. Gula Mustafa said, that's why I say keep good relationship with your ex. Not all the time. Not all the time. Rich Moneymaker said, we fear he might be like Romelu Lukaku, and we can't have this again. Great point by legend Stephen G. Absolutely. And also, Chelsea have a very, very good track record in terms of what we hear. Lots of the time, we hear players have bad attitude, bad attitude. And guys, when I say bad attitude here in America, we don't use the word at. We don't pronounce the T, the first T. We end up turning the T into D.
Attitude.
So yeah. So when I say attitude, if you're not here, you may think, "What is this guy saying?" Say attitude. I used to say the same thing until I have to learn from how the Americans pronounce
It's the
uh,
Americanisms.
yeah, attitude. They say attitude. So yeah, we had a lot of people talking about certain players that we brought to the football club with their bad attitude. Diego Costa was one of them, but since he joined Chelsea, we never see anything like that. Right,
Costa
and
was
Joao
just
Felix.
pure comedy, bro. Like, bro, I remember,
He even
you
became a
know how
comedian
Chelsea
instead of
TV
that.
used to be a thing, yeah?
Yeah,
They did like interviews on Chelsea TV and that, and I can't remember who was doing it. It
no
was like
English,
one of the
no English.
players. It was one of the players was actually doing the interviews. Might have been Hazard,
I
yeah.
think it was
And
Hazard.
he
Yeah,
asked
Hazard.
Costa, and Costa was just acting like all sorts of crazy. He's like, "Yep, this is exactly what I
He
expect."
said, no English, no English. Then he walk away. He was very, very funny. So it looks like Chelsea always take the
We've got an
bad
update
boy.
from Romano now, by the way.
What was that, Stephen?
Romano is saying Chelsea and Villa are discussing one more player to be included into the deal, not
Any
guaranteed to be John Duran.
Any credit?
No, I think this is actually from him. I've not seen Ornstein say that bit, so I'm guessing it's from him himself.
Stephen, it's the twisting of the same tweet.
No,
Tweet.
it's not. He's saying that they're discussing another player to be included in a deal, but it's not guaranteed that that player will be John Duran.
Okay. Because
that bit hasn't been reported by anyone.
Ornstein's tweet doesn't say if Chelsea were going to make a swap deal for Duran and then bring Maatsen.
This one's actually from Romano. This is him himself. This isn't Romano doing a tap-in for once.
Well, yeah, guys, if you're listening, that is what Fabrizio Romano does most.
Bro, he done it. What's that Brazilian outlet? Is it Ogoblo or something? It's some weird name, like Brazilian outlet. They reported the fee for Estaval, yeah, like the total, the guaranteed money, the easy add-ons, the harder add-ons, yeah. And then, like, the next morning I wake up and Romano's reported the exact same thing. It's like, it's literally tapped in from a Brazilian source.
Rich Moneymaker is giving us this news. It's a breaking news from my contact with myself, Mario Hutchinson, too, because he wants to play and not to be on the bench. I think Hutchinson must learn from the greats. You know, if a player wants...
Others have said that in the last few weeks that he could be someone who gets sold as well.
Oh, I missed John. Sorry, I missed your comment. Sorry, I didn't see it. John, thank you very much. You were just a wonderful guest, being with us here and analyzing and discussing some of these topics. But thank you very much, John. We hope we can do that more of the time. And also thank you everyone that followed me on X, that also joined us on Facebook, and that joined us on YouTube. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful, and all those that just subscribe to our platform. What legends you guys are. Thank you very much. We keep moving. We're getting close to 5K. I mean 4K. We hope we can get there as soon as possible. So then we can start growing and see if we can make 10K by the end of the year. Only God can make that happen.
That Ornstein news came at the right time.
Yeah, Ornstein news came at the right time when we were still alive. But greatest big up to everyone.
It's normally when we just end the stream it happens.
Yeah, and then we're very close. We got about how many moments? Like 16 minutes or something to hit an hour. Oh, sorry, an hour and a half. We've passed it. So we've passed it. Gula Mustafa said, "What's the Duran's stats knee for Aston Villa?" Oh, apparently Duran played. If I can remember this, he scores 5 goals. But was it 800 minutes or something the whole season?
No, It was like 5 goals in 430 odd minutes or something. I can literally get it up in like 2 seconds.
All right, if you can, excuse me, if you can find it,
Yeah,
Gulam
no,
wants
bro,
to know.
it's one of the apps I use for my scores and stuff. I can literally type his name and get it.
Right.
Stats: Premier League, 5 goals in 23 matches, 3 starts, 462 minutes.
There you go. So that statistic doesn't worth 40 million. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't worth 40 million.
I agree with you, but if I quickly do the math, so 462 divided by 5, that's a goal every 92.4 minutes on average. People are now speculating who this player could be that's potentially
that's
being
why you see
discussed.
that guy on his face like,
I've just seen people saying, could it be Jacob Ramsey? Could it be Emi Martinez?
Jacob Ramsey won't be bad.
Jacob Ramsey's central midfielder again, though.
Yeah, Chelsea are also looking for a center midfielder also. Mm-hmm. And apparently, it looks like, what's his name again? Gay might be moving to Newcastle United from reports and whatever.
Nah, Chelsea get money from that as well. So
yeah, Gay will be moving
that if he goes to Newcastle, yes. Newcastle would have bought Tino Livramento, which we got about, I think, 20 million for last summer. And then if they get Mark Gahey as well, we get about 20 million for him this summer as well. So thank you. No, I'm joking. It's about 13 million if he goes for like 65 mil. But it's not far off. That'd be like 30 odd million from 2 deals to Newcastle for Chelsea Academy players in back-to-back summers.
All right, so guys, if you're watching live, my name is Nate Zion and my co-host is Stephen G. Yes, and you're live on Blueclouds Media. The show is Football Minutes. Yes, Football Minutes. And then we have Speed Sports. Speed Sports comes in when we're reviewing or discussing the European games like African Cup of Nations and Euro 2024. It's what goes on that program. So if you don't see Football Minutes, then you're gonna end up seeing Speed Sports where we discuss European competitions. Kimso, come on, man. I've given you the link. I've pinned the link for you, Kimso, my brother. I want you to come on because you looks like you are on the other side. So I want you to come and talk to us. Come on. If you have time, we're still looking at the Germany game. I've seen Germany.
That's for 10 minutes left.
Yeah, 50, do you say 15 minutes?
11
minutes. 10 minutes left,
10.
right?
10.
According to you. I have mine's 11 minutes left on my time over here. So Kimso, the link is right. I want to hear from you, Kimso. I want to hear from you. Rich Moneymaker said very good point from legend Stephen G. And then Gulam 4 goals. Okay, this is going to Gulam 4 goals. I said 5 goals. Was it 4 or 5?
Huh? He got 5.
Yeah, Kim still said 4 goals from Duran, and I said 5 goals. I don't know.
He got 5. That's what I read out. He got 5 goals in 400 odd minutes.
Yeah, Kim So it was 5 goals, not 4. That's what I also read a while ago. I remember when I made the video about Duran.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Kim So, please get the numbers right. And come again. Kim So, come on, get the numbers right and click on it to come again. But we're still on Chelsea latest transfer updates. Mikel Olise confirmed talks. Gallagher, is it staying or leaving? We've also discussed that also on the show. We've discussed those 2 potential strikers that have been linked to Chelsea. We've talked about them. We've talked about Omaro Dion and Gerasi. Then the last topic of the day is the discussion of Chelsea overhaul, which we might end up seeing Cassidai. Yes, the Italian young midfielder. Then Datro Fofana also might end up seeing leaving the football club. Cucurella,
potentially Cucurella.
Potentially, yeah. Cucurella, Maatsen
just came out. Ian Maatsen as well.
Absolutely. So lots of these players might end up leaving the football club. Rich Moneymaker, Kim So.
I just realized that was the topic we were on as well, wasn't it? That was the exact topic we were on, and it had mentioned Maatsen, and then the Maatsen news comes out.
Then the news just
Ornstein,
came up.
you are a legend. You timed that perfectly.
See, we've been having that luck with Ornstein. Breaking news when we are live. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean,
It's weird how that happens. Like I remember, what was it? I think it was a couple months ago. We had like multiple streams in a row where we would end the stream and then like 2 minutes after there would be news. I'm gonna really this
like
it had to happen. Then
why didn't you release the news when we were live? You waited until we hop off before dropping the news. Come on. Instant. All right. Remember, it's free. Enter legend Steven, our future Chelsea coach, Rich Moneymaker. He always love. He would love to see Chelsea being. Steven, the Chelsea new coach. Ghulam Mustafa said, "I want Steven to what's this? Is it negotiate? It doesn't mean. Negotiate. I think he wants to negotiate deals for.
Yeah,
Chelsea,
it meant negotiate deals for Chelsea.
I think Ghulam Mustafa wants to negotiate. But yeah, Steven, oh my goodness. Steven negotiating, it will be hard. And no one wants to sell their players to Steven G because he's not going to buy them over the odds. He will penny pinch.
Bro, I ain't doing no John Duran for 40 mil, bro.
Yeah, he will penny pinch everything. He will penny pinch everything. You make sure you buy you at the right price. It's not going to be when Stanley or Posty was, or maybe a beer that egg barley. He's not going to do that. He will make sure he gets the deal done. He'll be maybe Marina Garaskaya in his last days.
Without giving them about 400 grand a week contracts.
Yeah. Not that one.
Don't talk about that.
Not that one. All right, guys, we have pretty much done everything on the show. We will be back again, Steven. Steven, I think we covered everything. Or is there anything you want to share with us before we call it a day?
No, we covered it all.
Okay. So, guys, let me go through the poll. The poll before I end the poll, Steven. Let me go through that before I end it. We have 22 votes. What a wonderful. You guys are legends. Guys, you are legends. You have made today's show a wonderful show. We still got 10 of you watching live here at this moment. And the show, the poll that I have up here was like, would you be happy if Conor Gallagher stayed at Chelsea? Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the show. And then we have 59% of the vote, which out of 22, 59% says yes, he is a valuable player. And 18% of the vote says he is not good enough. And 23 of them are unsure where to put Gallagher. So, guys, what a blessing to have you all on this specific channel. Blueclouds Media YouTube channel, and also Blueclouds Media everywhere you go. We're looking forward to improve. And I know you may say maybe our interface or a little bit. There is still hard work going on behind the scenes, and once it's done, you guys we really see what Nee and Steven have been putting together to get this stream or this channel to that level. And once we get it done, you will say this channel deserves millions on this platform, and the time will come. You will say to yourself, not me. So I don't want to say it anymore. I want to be quiet for you, the fans, to judge. Big up to Ghulam Mustafa. Mustafa, how are you? How are you feeling? From Rich Moneymaker says that we are keeping Noni Madueke and Cucurella according to Rich Moneymaker. I was going to ask which of these players would you guys prefer he stays at the football club, and the players are Casado, Fofana, Cucurella, Maatsen, and Chalobah. Santiago said that breaking news: Chelsea just signed Roberto Duran was a boxer. I don't know which of the Durans you're talking about. Are you talking about the boxer, or are you talking about the John Duran? Because Roberto Duran, I know, because I used to be a boxer myself, so I know that legendary Roberto Duran. I know him, not the. So, big up to Rich Moneymaker. I'm feeling well today. Thank you for asking. How are you doing, my friend? According to Ghulam Mustafa. Okay, but a bit nervous of Fucking sporting director messing up a transfer deal. LOL.
Yeah, we've been there way too many times.
Yes. So that's what we're looking at. That is what we are looking at this moment. So, legends, we want to call it today. Without you, this platform won't be here. I own it, but I did not create it for myself. I created it for the fans to come on and have this. Stephen will tell you all this. Stephen, over to you before we draw the
Mhm.
curtains.
Would you need me, sir? I was
Right,
just quickly sending
some of
some.
you, yeah, a few stuff before we end
Huh?
it. What you've been saying before we end it in terms of the channel and everything.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah,
no. As we've said before, there's a lot of stuff going on. Which is it's a lot of work going on. That's why we don't always do streams. Sometimes we have to miss a couple of days because there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. But yeah, look, when this stuff gets launched, I'm pretty sure you guys won't be disappointed because it's going to level things up and
right,
it's going to make things a lot more impressive. And hopefully that won't be too long coming. But regardless of whether it's going to be a little while longer or not, when it happens, it's going to look, let's just, without giving too much away, it'll look more professional.
right.
That's sort of what we're going for without giving too much away. But I'm sure Nia put up some content around the behind the scenes stuff when it's all ready
Right.
so that you guys can see what's happening. But yeah, that's all there really is to add. And on the Euro stuff, I'm sure we'll get a show in within the next few days, hopefully. Or if not, then there'll definitely be some stuff like not too distant future. But yeah, hopefully England go and get a win tomorrow and they can seal their qualification. And then I can just enjoy the last match day stress free from Gareth Southgate BS. And hopefully anyone that you guys are supporting in the Euros is progressing well as well. And yeah, outside of all that, hopefully you've all had a good day, you've enjoyed the stream, and we'll be back soon.
Beautiful, beautiful. Who is someone just joined a bit late. I wouldn't say a bit late, but it's always better than being joining and being not joining at all. But I would say Alex Mako Mabel. I'm sure that's the name. Please keep Connor according to my brother. Big up to you. Rich Moneymaker, I want to know if you're on X. If you're on X, look for Blue Clouds Media on X and then shoot me a message. Because what I'm trying to get all my community members on one platform where I can message them and so they can get notifications and stuff like that, should in case, because YouTube is very, very dodgy sometimes. If you have your community members on one platform and then you can put them all in a group in the form of send a message to everyone and we can have back and front, because we have a very, very big platform on X where we have, I think, about 10 to 12 members in there. We're trying to get everyone on either X or Discord so we can have all our friends, everyone on one platform. So when they send a message, it will be very, very easy for our community to follow. So if you're on Discord or if you're on X, look in the comment section below. All the links are right there. Click on it and shoot me a message. If you're on Discord, shoot me a message there. If you're on Facebook, shoot me a message there. If you're on X, also the link is right there. What used to be Twitter, shoot me a message on our platform. And to be honest with you, I will respond right away. So because you guys are very, very it means a lot to me in terms of what I'm doing. So I'll see you guys another time. Gula Mustafa, thank you very much, my brother, as usual. Yes, guys, also if you see all my thumbnails and how beautiful it is decorated by one person named Gula Mustafa. That's my graphic designer in the comment section below. So yeah, he's making sure that everything is working right. So if something is wrong, he'll fix it. Rich Moneymaker said, I'm trying to sort out my Twitter with X too, and I will send you a message when Twitter is sorted out. No problem, brother. Shoot me a message when you get everything sorted out. Until then, we say Lil Desperandos, Stephen G.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Guys, do not do what I wouldn't do. And we'll be back. If you're not back tomorrow, we just leave another day between because we have to try to find a time and review the group stages, Steven. I think we have to plan to do that. Review all the group stages
Yeah.
and then go through our paper and see those that made it.
Yeah, I mean, just quickly before we sign off, I mean, if I quickly get this up. So, oh my days, I've clicked the wrong thing. Right, Euros. If I go to fixtures, so the groups end next Wednesday, the 26th of June. So we could review the group stages on the 27th.
Okay.
Which would be the Thursday. Because there's no games on the Thursday or the Friday next week. Because they have 2 rest days before the round of 16. So we could review the group stages on the Thursday and preview the round of 16 on Friday. Do something like that, maybe.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said,
We'll figure it out and we'll let you guys know when we know what we're definitely doing, basically. This is the best way to put it.
Right. So guys, like I said, thank you for each and every one of you. We got 9 subscribers today. Just today, 9 subscribers. I hope it would be nice if we can get 9 or 10 each and every day. That will keep the viewers and our subscribers going up each and every day. So thank you everyone that was able to subscribe and join us on the show today. We'll be back again tomorrow. And I got 2 more comments here. Rich Moneymaker said, cheers to all the guys. And remember, everyone, hit that like before you go. Absolutely. Thank you very much, Rich Moneymaker. Thank you very, very much. Rich Moneymaker is getting close to be a moderator on this platform. Santiago is already. And I love those all these moderators that join us, whether you agree with us or you don't agree with us. It's all about opinion. And we expect your opinion because you might understand something in a different way compared to the way we see certain things. We are always not right on this platform. That's why we created this. So you can also share your opinion. We are not always right. No, we can't do that. It can be possible. So Rich Moneymaker, much love to you. Santiago, always. Alex Marcos, Gula Mustafa, Rich Moneymaker, Santiago, I've said it, Stephen G in the man called Stephen G. King Soul, the legend. Yes, Salute Sal is the name, and everyone, Peter Pan, the Wiz Paparazzi Beats, also all of them that came on the show today. I think I'm missing one name. I have to get that name right. Where is the name?
Did you say Santiago?
Yeah, I said Santiago. Santiago. Then I think Rokan me. I'm sure.
Oh, the person from X.
Or Rokan me. Yeah, from X. I messaged him back on the X. Thank him for everyone that joined today. Guys, we'll see you again tomorrow. I always say bye-bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.